Hi, loves. Welcome to AW Confidential. Al Madrigal does not need an introduction. He has built an incredible career from his breakout stand up days to winning the jury award at the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival to 5 seasons as the Senior Latino Correspondent on The Daily Show, just to name a few of his wins. He has done everything from Curb Your Enthusiasm to his most recent appearance on St. Denis Medical. And we have him here today, and I have to tell you, he is nothing short of a lovely human. Enjoy the episode. Hi, Al. How are
Hey,
you?
how are you? How are things?
Good. I can't complain. We have sun today. So, congratulations on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, St. Denis Medical's comedy captures the chaos and humanity of an underfunded hospital. When you stepped into your guest role, what part of this character immediately clicked for you?
Well, I've worked around hospitals quite a bit actually. Growing up, my parents had a business that staffed medical offices, so I worked in them as a child, teenager, and I helped staff them. So as a young adult, so from the age of 19 to 32, I worked at that company, and then started doing stand up at 28. But it only started. I moved down here into LA in 2003. So that entire time I had been working in hospitals. So when you go to a hospital set, yeah, I'm like completely familiar, and yeah, I've been the guy on the set
What? I was
working.
not expecting you to say that.
No, it's
Okay.
yeah, that's it. It's
It was familiar territory.
very familiar. Yeah, yeah. I've
Awesome.
led a cool, weird, hectic life.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay. You surprised me there. So you've always been able to use comedy to tell the truth. Ironically, you're familiar with this environment. In this appearance, what truth, big or small, were you trying to bring forward through this character? Especially being that you're so familiar with the environment.
Yeah, I think for me, um, this character, it's been a little while, but thinking back to anybody who's just trying to do a job, and then you have somebody coming in and going, "Hey, can I talk to you about this?" Or even having guys like if people come work over my house, and I'm the type of guy, so walk up as a homeowner with a cup of coffee and go, "So, you just pour one bag of cement in there? What's going on?" Like, and the guys were just like, "Okay." Yeah, we just put one bag of cement in there. That's really it per post. And I go, cool, cool. So the nosy, invested person that you have to deal with, and so this guy has to deal with those people all the time. He's got a 3 o'clock appointment in Santa Monica, and he wants to get to it. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to do all my things. Ideally, no one is going to bother me, and here's someone bothering me. That's really the character in this thing.
I have a feeling you do pretty well with this. But it's you're in this show which has a cast including yourself that's stacked with comedy heavy hitters.
Yes.
What was the vibe stepping into scenes with people like David Allen Greer, Wendy McLendon Covey, Allison Tolman? Did any moment surprise you, or was there anything about the
No,
vibe?
the vibe is super cool. Like everyone's nice. There's a lot of comfort that goes along with having a show that's doing as well as their show is doing. Everyone should be cool, and everyone was cool.
Everyone funny?
Everyone's hilarious. Yeah, they're all like they did an amazing job casting this thing because everyone is super super funny. Yeah, behind the scenes, everyone is welcoming and hilarious.
I love that. I love that. Now you've worked across stand-up acting, producing, writing, and all of that shows in your performance. I mean, you're epic. Did anything about this role or the mockumentary style unlock a new level or a new layer of storytelling for you?
Well, I love the mockumentary style because at some point you don't want to use it. They get to choose in editing how much they use it. But I love being able to turn to the cameras and go, like, what's happening? I don't understand. Like, so you could actually, breaking that fourth wall and going right to, there's excellent, and this was not a mockumentary style show, but there's these clips of, did you ever watch any Three's Company?
I don't want to age myself, but yes,
Okay,
I
so
remember.
Norman Fell, who played Mr. Roper, used to turn to the camera every once in a while and look at the camera and make a face. And you get to do some sort of like a version of that occasionally, in this show. I'm not sure if it was used, but I really love the opportunity to look straight to camera and go, "What is happening?" That was unique to the show.
Was there anything that was particularly challenging for you during the filming?
It's my own weirdness, because you just want to go in and do a good job. So you become a little neurotic about doing a good job, and hopefully not too much to the point where you're annoying. But yeah, I just want to do a good job and make sure that everybody's happy with having me on. That's it.
All right. Oh, you're very easygoing. I like the vibe. I like the vibe. So, our podcast is rooted in truth. So, I want to make sure that I ask you this question. What's one truth, funny or profound? I'm giving you an opportunity to take direction. That your time on St. Denis Medical reminded you about the human condition. Was there anything that, as you were filming, and it could be funny, like I said, or deep, that sort of made you think about, especially now, today. Was there anything that sort of
Well,
broke you?
it was a little weird for me because the truth is, I was returning to the universe a lot. It was on the same stage or next to the same stage where we shot Lopez that had just been canceled. And I really do I'm a very optimistic, positive person. And it really made me think. I ran into a lot of old friends, a lot of people I met and on previous shows. A lot of people came up and introduced themselves and reintroduced themselves. Like I worked with you 12 years ago on this. I worked with, so yeah, I knew a lot of folks. And I think what the truth is that when I was there, I really did think about how fortunate everyone was working on such a great show. Like it just seemed like such a great group of people. And I felt really lucky to be on it. And I felt like a tremendous amount of gratitude for, like, I empathized with like how lucky everyone was to be on such a great show. And that was really it. It seemed like, it's a single camera comedy, so much different than a sitcom. Like they got, I just was there for a day. So I just popped in for the day and you're not there all week and you're not working with everybody. You're just working with the people you're working with. But yeah, it just seemed like everyone was very fortunate to be there. And as I was as well.
Wow. Well, I can think of a better way to end our interview than in gratitude. And I'm grateful for your time, for your talent, and for using your gifts to make us laugh, especially now, today in this modern world. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of AW Confidential. We want to thank Al Madrigal for bringing humor, heart, and truth to us today. Catch his guest appearance on St. Denis Medical and come back next time for more conversations that matter. And please remember to subscribe to Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and make sure you check us out on our socials, AW Confidential. I will speak to you soon, loves. Bye.